Qawi Rucker. This is my story.
Welcome back, everybody, to Untold Sports Stories with Gerardo Byrne. I am here with Qawi Rucker. He is a junior here at Earlham College. Played basketball last season. He will not be playing this season, but he will finish his final year of eligibility in his senior season. What's going on, Q?
What's happening?
Yo, so can you tell the folks why you decided to not play basketball this year?
I decided not to play basketball because I have 2 years of school and wanted eligibility to keep on playing. So I spent 2 years at JUCO, and all my credits really didn't transfer over. So I decided to take this year off to, focus on my studies. I'm going to London in the fall, so that's about to be it. Got me a trip to Europe. So I'm gonna take this year to,
What are you planning to do in London?
What am I planning to do in London? Study, dog. I'm going to school. I'm going to school. I'm about to go study for real. I'm about to go mingle with the locals. I'm about to eat some fish and chips. I heard that's what they eat out there. I had to look that up though. That may or may not be true. I don't know what they do. I heard there's no sun in London, so I'm a little nervous because
there's sun in London, bro. Trust me.
I don't know.
I know somebody who's been to London. Hey, you're talking about Alaska. Alaska goes months without sun.
Okay. I don't know about you in London. Everybody I know from Cincinnati.
Okay, you brought up you spent 2 years at JUCO, but your JUCO route and my JUCO route are two separate things. Me, when I was entering my final semester in high school, I didn't plan on going to JUCO. I never thought JUCO was a route I wanted to go, but I ended up going JUCO route, and I don't regret going that route. But my route is different than yours. I went to one school and stayed there for 3 years before transferring here. Why don't you explain the route that you had to take once you left high school?
Okay. By the way, JUCO is junior college. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So we say JUCO because we from it.
Yeah.
Well, after high school, I wasn't planning on really doing school. I wasn't good at school. I didn't like high school. It wasn't my thing for real. Studying and the structure of it all. So I decided, I was like, all right. So my mom, she wanted to give me, she wanted me to go to college, of course. But I was thinking, really, I'm not about to last in school. So I was like, all right, I'm probably just gonna do 1 year, 1 semester at Wilmington, and bounce, do something, I'll get a job or something. Because I just knew it wasn't gonna last. It wasn't sustainable. That was not a sustainable thing. So I was
couldn't just do school without hooping.
No, not even that. I didn't want to do a hoop. I just couldn't do school. I just could not do school. It was not gonna work. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go to Wilmington. But my friend, my dog from my team, we had a live high school team. Everybody from the city had got together. We was like, all right, we about to make this high school team. And, I rocked the bench mob, you know what I'm saying? I was 6th or 7th man off the bench. We had killers in the city though. But, yes. So, my friend invited me to open gym because he's the Cincinnati State coach. That's our JUCO in Cincinnati State. So Cincinnati State, Andre Tate.
And before we get deeper into that, Cincinnati State is a junior college.
Yeah. Cincinnati State's a junior college. The coach Andre Tate, he told him to come to the open gym because he was interested in my friend. My friend was like, yo, I'm about to go to this open gym. You trying to slide? I'm like, I'm not doing that today. So bad. Let's go. I like the hoop for real. So I went up to Cincinnati State. I played in the open gym. Afterwards, I was about to leave, and Coach Tate was like, hey, I like the way you played out there. We're going to give you this scholarship. And I was like, scholarship for what? He was like, scholarship for school. I was like, I'm not going to school? What you mean? And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? This is junior college. It could probably, help me get acclimated to school. So I'm like, all right, let's just go to junior college, see what it's like. Went to junior college. I did good academically. That's the first time in my life I ever did good academically because I blew off school completely. So I did good academically in junior college. My first year, I played basketball. That was crazy. Mentally, I wasn't ready for that because sports is way different from high school.
It's an adjustment. You gotta adjust to the speed, to the size, and when you play college ball, everybody's good.
Right. And like when you play JUCO ball, everybody wants something after.
Oh yeah. JUCO ball, everybody's got the mission that I need to get mine.
Right.
To get a scholarship to go to a 4-year school. So that's what you're battling.
And then they'll step on you to do it.
Oh yeah, easy.
I had a JUCO ball like conditions like living are so like trash. I had a I stayed in a nice apartment with my friends. They had paid for me an apartment. I had lucked out with some friends that I knew from the city. Cause I'm from the city, you know. I got people I could stay with. And then, we weren't staying in projects like the rest of my teammates.
Yeah.
But one of my teammates had lived in one apartment, and all the rest of my teammates lived with him. So it was like 10 dudes in that apartment.
Yeah.
10 dudes in that apartment. It was like a 2 or 1 bedroom apartment. Everybody slept on the floor or on the couch.
Yeah, I knew people that were about 5, 6 people to an apartment. See, I went to a junior college that it's in a rich white town. How I got there, I have no idea. Yeah. But it's a rich white town. School is right next to the beach, to where like other junior colleges is using that pitch to get kids from the East Coast out there.
Yeah. And
then they show up and realize this ain't at all what you told me about. And then when they come play us, realizing this is the school you were describing to me. Right. And then so you got kids coming from North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Georgia, come all the way out to Cali to a small school that they were told wrong about. And then, guys staying like, 5 to 6 guys a room just so they can survive this school year.
We was packing like sardines. Everybody waiting for that school check so they can eat. Like,
yeah. And I mean, I don't know about yours, but my junior college doesn't offer meal plans. No. So whatever food they serve, you got to pay for it.
Junior college is like real life. Like,
like you
go to your class, you don't hang out in dorms. You don't really go and
odds are
from your class. You go home and you
study. Like I had a job while playing sports and doing a full load schedule. JUCO, you have to survive.
You got to survive. You in the real world now,
And that's what it takes to try to get to a 4-year school. Right. But a lot of people don't know that.
Like dorms are a luxury, for real. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like it because I don't like waking up seeing kids. That's weird to me.
I feel you. And even the school I was at, you got people trying to get people out to that town, but a lot of guys aren't coming to where you can afford a $2,500 a month apartment, trying to split between 3 or 4 people.
It's crazy. We couldn't afford school. We couldn't afford places to live for real. Like it's it was different. So I had a teammate, and he had about 4 or 5 dudes. No, about 6. Yeah, he had about 6 dudes living with him, right? And they was also on the floor on the couch. One had a bedroom. I think somebody slept on the floor in front of somebody else's bed. So they was chilling there. They was packing like sardines, and they got kicked out because you can't do that. That's illegal. You can't keep that many people in your house.
I don't know.
And they all split rent. It don't matter. They didn't sign up for it. So he got evicted. He Canadian. He ain't know nothing about America. So he about a big 6'10", a real 6'10", a big 6'10" Canadian. And he was like, man. So he got kicked out, and everybody else found another apartment. And he has to stay with him, and none of them let him stay.
Man.
So he slept on the locker room floor for like the last 3 months.
Wow.
No, was it the last 4 months of school? Because he stayed there like a month in the summer too. Then he found an apartment
He slept in the locker room for 4 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know it's messed up.
It's very messed up. But you see, that's what junior college athletes are willing to do to try to achieve a 4-year scholarship.
Like when you want something real bad, you do what it takes, no matter the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like when you have a dream, you have your eye on the prize. You would do what it takes to get to the next spot, whether it's uncomfortable or not, really. So I appreciate that about him. He was goofy for real. So so I'd step over him and then to get to the workout in the morning while he was asleep, and to get to my locker. And he would wake up, he'd be like, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's going on? You okay? You need something, anything? And he was like, actually, I don't know if I actually said that. I think I said, hey, what's up? Watch out, bro. And then he was like, he said he's saving a lot of money, sleeping on the floor. I was like, bro, you're homeless. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're homeless. You're not saving money. You're homeless. It was real messed up because the coaches had houses and they could have let them stay with them. But I don't think.
Did they
That's
know?
that's my opinion. Actually, honestly, I think the NCAA won't let you let the kids stay with them. I understand that and everything. You want to break no rules.
JUCO and NCAA though.
Oh, it's NCAA.
Yeah. But I mean, if a coach is knowing a player is sleeping on a locker room floor for 3 months, something's got to be done.
Yeah, they're oh, I mean, you know, they cycle kids out
exactly.
every 2 years. You know, he went back to Canada. He fine, probably. Canada's nice. He's a nice dude. He's from Ottawa. He's in a nice place. So I hope he's doing well. If you hear this, you probably don't like me. It's whatever. But yeah. So JUCO was interesting.
So you were talking about how you just you did well at academic and well at Cincy State.
Yeah. So yeah, academically, it was my first time I actually really paid attention to school, cause I really didn't have anything else to do. Like all you do is hoop and go to school, and like I couldn't hoop 100% of the time, so I studied, and I learned that I like studying, and that's cool. But I didn't learn like. It's different from JUCO to like a real school.
Oh,
here,
100%.
Cause like here I learned that, I like to study, but you have to prioritize. There was only 2 priorities in JUCO. It was hooping and studying. There wasn't no real college parties or anything. So here I didn't really have like a lot of friends in junior college for real. So here I have like people that I know and everything. So like I have to like go to focus on studying and decide to study instead of studying be my only option. So that's nice. It's a nice
nice
lesson.
balance.
Yeah, it's a nice lesson.
So what happened after Cincy State? Well, actually, at Cincy State, you guys said you said you guys made it to the national tournament, right? Yeah, we made.
So we won conference. So we made it to the national tournament and everything. National tournament was hard, but it was nice. I like the competition.
Of course.
That's what I thrive off of. So after the national tournament, the coaches pulled me and some of the other freshmen in, and they were like, "Hey, we might be going D3 next year, and we want you guys to come back. You can have a real good team." And I was like, "Yeah, all right," because I wasn't gonna come back because me and the coach really didn't see eye to eye that year. He pulled me in the room one day. He was like, I was like, "Coach, why am I not playing that much anymore?" Because like I played a lot like the first couple games of the season, and he just stopped playing me, and I was like, "Why am I not playing a lot?" He was like, "You're doing nothing for me," and I was like, "What?"
Wow.
And I was like, he was like, "What do you provide?" And I was like, I know I wasn't the best scorer, so I was like, so I made some up. I was like, defense. I was like, defense and rebound. He said, and he looked at his stats. He was like, "No, you're not. You're not providing anything for me." And like, that hurt, but I was like, it's honest, that's what I need to hear. So I was like, okay.
Well, junior college is cutthroat.
Oh yeah, it was cutthroat. I had a homie that lost his whole scholarship because they brought somebody else in.
Exactly.
He wasn't cutting it. So I get it. I understood. I knew what place I was in.
So you leave Cincy State?
Yeah, I leave Cincy State because they cut on the bus ride back after that conversation. They cut all the sports altogether except for soccer, because soccer is funded by the University of Cincinnati. So all the kids they flew out for the soccer team, they kept them, but they cut the rest of the sports because nobody cared for real in Cincinnati. They all cared about FC Cincinnati. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about them.
I got you.
FC Cincinnati, but so we lost all our scholarships. Half of my teammates are like don't do anything at the Raptors, or shout out to T Swim if he hears this ever, because he's a rapper, but I heard he's good somewhere in Connecticut. But yeah, so we all lost our scholarships. So I left and I went to a JUCO showcase. I was like, man, I need to do school because I'm good at school. I like school, so I'm like, let me go to the JUCO showcase. So I drove to Georgia, and the way I got the money for that, somebody hit my car because I didn't have money for that. So somebody hit my car, and my stepdad had somebody that could actually fix my car for a lot less, and the remaining money I used to get to the showcase. I paid for the showcase and everything. So it was like a blessing from God that somebody ran into me. They rear-ended me.
As a matter of fact, didn't you say the guy that rear-ended you was on the run?
Yeah, he said he was on the run. He was like, F, I got no license, no insurance, and I'm on the run. Follow me. I looked at him, I was like, course not. That would be a terrible idea. You said you're on a run and you have no license and no insurance. You're almost not a person. So I was like, I'm gonna follow you to this heavily populated park, and we'll get this sorted out. So it was his sister's car and everything. So she had insurance, and we just said that she was driving it. So, ooh, that might be a bad thing to say. Anyways, anyways, I was like, so we got the money for the showcase, went to the showcase, and I thought I did bad. And then a coach pulled me and 2 dudes from Georgia over, and he was like, hey, we got this school in Michigan we want you to play for. So I was like, all right, bet, because I didn't really have another school that wanted me, so I went to go check it out, played some open gyms and everything, tried out. The coach said he liked me, he said he wanted to sign me. And signed me and the 2 dudes from Georgia. The 2 dudes from Georgia never showed up. Yeah, I don't know what, I do know what they on, but nothing constructive. But yeah, so I went to JUCO in Michigan, and I was like, okay. So I did JUCO up there. It was less skilled players and less determination, but it was more real world problems, issues.
Yeah.
It was I was far from Cincinnati. I never been really that far from Cincinnati. Like, I've been out of the country and everything, but I never like lived that far from Cincinnati or everything. So I was really on my own out there.
Okay.
So I did the JUCO thing out there. We had an okay season. The coach really didn't help us get any schools or anything. So I'm like, man, I'm out of school again. So so the same coach who brought me up there, he removed himself from the school and everything as soon as I got there for some reason. They had some disagreements and he removed himself from the school.
Yeah.
So I saw him around the city, and that was my dude and everything. He invited me to open gyms and everything. Whether it was good or not, he still tried. He still tried to work with me and everything. So I was like, okay.
Okay, so you left your second junior college after you finished that year, and now you're getting invited to open gyms by your former coach?
Yeah, he told me, so we finished the season. We weren't the best.
Was it a better opportunity for you to get PT and to showcase your skills rather than when you was at Cincy State you didn't get to play as much?
So. Like, I was doing good. I was like, cause I was playing good and everything. I was one of the better players on the team, but like mentally there was still something out there with me clicking. And one of my dogs started eating, so we was like, Brad started tearing people up like on the court. And I was like, man, he doing really good. And like I couldn't even be mad because I understood like, hey, he's really eating out there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just worked on myself and my game and everything. And I let him eat, and then eventually I started playing good again and everything because mentally I started getting better. And I don't know what it is mentally about it. There was just something that wasn't there. I don't know if it was the confidence or like the frustration or whatever, but something wasn't clicking where basketball wasn't an art anymore. It was more like something I just had to do, like a hassle. But it should never be a hassle because I can't play like that.
Yeah,
it's always gotta be an art because I'm an artist. You can quote that. But
Okay, so you're getting to open gyms around the city.
Yeah, I'm going to open gyms around the city of Detroit, Pontiac. I'm getting invited to summer leagues and everything. And I played some good summer leagues, played against some real skilled players. They got a lot of people overseas over there, so I like to play against overseas players. I like to play against some of my pro players and everything. It was real nice,
So what were you doing, like how did you showcase more of your skills in order to get into a 4-year school?
So it's a weird story. So I went to like two more showcases that summer because I still had no school. So we packed up, we got in the car, and we drove to Georgia from Michigan.
How many of y'all?
It was about 5 of us.
Five?
Yeah, 5. It was 5 of us. And we was all like over 6'5", except for the coach. And he was the only one driving, so we was all packed in the back. And it was terrible. It was bad. And we slept in that car for about 5 days. No, we slept in the car for 4 days. The one day we did have room. I slept in the chair though. So it didn't matter, you know. So I slept. We went. So the first day, the first city we stopped in was Atlanta, and we went to Morehouse and we played against the Morehouse people, and I did really good against the Morehouse people. I came to play, and I did really good. They were a good team, but I did really good. I liked that open gym, and the coach said he liked me. And the coach he knew was from Detroit too, so you know they had a Michigan connect, I guess. So I went to I did really good, and I was proud of myself for a second. And then they said they didn't have no money for me, and I was like, I can't go here. I don't have the money to go to the school. So I was like, cause yeah, I didn't really want to pay for school, cause I was like, man, I'm providing this service of basketball. I don't think I should pay for school.
Exactly.
And like they said, they didn't have any more spots on the team, but if somebody dropped out, I could take their scholarship. And I was like, man, I have to wait till somebody to fail for me to, you know, get where I'm going. Like, so I have to want things to go bad for somebody else. I wasn't feeling that. So that was cool. So we kept on driving. We got to Orlando, and there was a showcase in Orlando. I did good in Orlando, but I got no offers or anything. Nobody talked to me, and I was like, man, maybe I didn't do good in Orlando. And then I was like, so we drove back up, and then we did it again. No, the other time to Georgia, I think I took the bus. I took the Greyhound. I hate the Greyhound, but you know it's useful. Like
you did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do. You know, kept my bags close to me because you know people will rob you with a Greyhound. Because you know the people take the Greyhound because they can't take things on planes. You know, there's substances they just won't let you have.
Yes.
On planes. So I was at the Greyhound station traveling traveling across many states from the far north to the far south for like $30.
And you're doing all this just to get to open gyms and the showcases, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to go open gyms and showcases because that's what I do. I'm open, you know. So I'm taking the Greyhound, get there. It takes about a day and a half, maybe 2 days. That Greyhound went fast. They shouldn't have went that fast. Because I know I got some people from Georgia that took the Greyhound for like 3 days trying to get to Michigan. But yeah, so I got to the JUCO showcase. Did really good. I thought I was one of the better players over there. Then I still didn't get a scholarship. I was like, man. So I took that Greyhound right back up. And I was thinking, I was going to the studio. I was like, all right, let me apply to Morehouse and everything. Applied to Morehouse. I didn't get into Morehouse actually because I applied too late. I applied in like somewhere August, I think.
Yeah.
And so they didn't let me in because I was just irresponsible on my part. I guess I understand. Then I was then one of my coaches from back home in the city, my cousin's dad actually, he said, hey, I got a coach in Indiana that's looking for that could really use a player like you. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went up there. I drove there with my mom. The most comfortable basketball trip I've taken yet. So I drove there with my mom because I was in the city for a second. So I drove there with my mom, and she dropped me off at right out in front of the AWC here early. And I went in. I played against them. And then Coach Shores, the coach now, said, hey, come up to the room afterwards. And then I walked upstairs to that little window there. And he was like, he just saw how'd you like it. I was like, oh, it was nice and everything. And they said, all right, cool, because we want you to come here. And Paly was standing there, and he said, yeah, we want you to come here. And then I was like, okay, I'll think about it. I got in the car, I was like, I'm not going there. Like, it's a nice place and all, but
it's just not for you.
I'm not about to get paid for this. And I wanted to play against, like, I didn't want to play D3. Like, nobody goes to JUCO to play D3. You see what I'm saying? So
I feel it.
And no other scholarships came. I was like, okay, I gotta go to school, right? So I was like, okay. So I went. Now I'm here, and like I'm actually glad I'm here because it helped me realize other things outside of basketball that are important to me.
Yes.
And I didn't have the opportunity at JUCO because we were focused on one goal, and everybody was focused on one goal.
Okay. So my next question for you is, going from tryout to tryout after high school, you get to go to 2 different JUCOs, and then after that you got to do it again, showcase, tryout. Most guys won't put in that much effort to accomplish their dreams. You know, once after 1 or 2 showcases and nothing comes in, a lot of guys, you know, either give up or, you know, try something else. What gave you, you know, what was inside your mind to give you, you know, the perseverance, the motivation to keep going, knowing that you don't have a lot of money, but all the money you do have is going into trying to afford getting to these showcases, you know, stacking 5 guys in the car and you guys fighting for who's going to pay for gas to get to Georgia.
Yo, I'm telling you, look, so we were at this gas station, and we were at the gas station for like a day. So we was at the gas station the whole day. I fell asleep, and I woke up. We were in the mountains somewhere, so I fell asleep at the gas station because I was in the back, and I was waiting for somebody, and I was tired. I fell asleep. I woke up, and then I took a real like sleep, and I woke up, and we were still at the gas station, and I looked around. I was like, yo, what's going on? Why are we still here? What's going on? And they said, oh, we don't have any gas. And I looked at them, and they looked at me, and they looked away from me. And I was like, y'all, nobody's gonna pay for gas? So I paid the $20 again. It wasn't my turn to pay. We all had set it up, and it wasn't my turn. But we were stuck at that gas station for a day, and we just sat there. Nobody got the car. Nobody moved for a day. And I know they had $20, because I know what they do. They had $20. They just didn't want to do it because they're tight. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
And that's just my point. What gave you the motivation and perseverance to keep going, you know, to different states for tryouts and showcases to try to, you know, live your dream and accomplish your goal of getting a scholarship?
Honestly, God, like, he told me I'm gonna be the best in the world one day, and I didn't believe him at first. And then, like, because I didn't like basketball when he told me. He was like, hey, and I'm paraphrasing. He was like, you're gonna be the best in the world, and I was like, that's crazy. I don't even like basketball. And then I actually started liking basketball. Then I saw like what he meant. You know, I never got a lot of playing time coming up or anything like that. I wasn't the best player. I was kind of goofy and I tripped when I walked. So like, I wasn't the best player like ever. I was never the best player on the team. And I never I remember one time, like sometimes at AAU, you know, AAU's a big deal.
Yeah.
Sometimes at AAU, I was so far on the bench, I had to sit on the floor. Like, because they had flew some other kids in from like Cleveland or flew in from like Pittsburgh or Toledo. Or drove in from Pittsburgh to Toledo and everything. And like, they didn't have enough space on the bench, so I would just sit on the floor next to, nobody would actually, I was the only one on the floor. And like, it was embarrassing, but like, I think I was there to play. Mm-hmm. So like when they called my number, I did what I could. It wasn't great. It was not. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not great, but I tried my best. Mm-hmm. You know. And when God told me that I was going to be the best in the world, I was like, you crazy. I said I'm not good at basketball. I don't like basketball. But like now I can see it. Like one day I am, and that's just what it is. And it's nothing like y'all can say what y'all want, and like y'all can say that don't make no sense or whatever, but
it makes sense to you.
And yeah, you know, it's not your decision really. Mm-hmm. And like once you realize it's not anybody's decision to decide what you're going to be, it's kind of like it's a freedom, it's a liberation. That's what gave me the okay to stop basketball this year and train. That's what gave me the okay to like learn other things, because I know that I can take a year off and like go train, go work out and everything and better myself, because I'm supposed to be the best in the world. Mm-hmm. That's my spot up there, you know, and that's okay. And like, I know something might not be believable or anything, but
it's believable to you. That's all that matters.
Like, honestly, that's just what it is. And
do you ever reflect? Like, you know, you just talked about sitting on the floor. different JUCOs, all these tryouts, and now that you're out of school, you get to hoop. Last year, I witnessed a game where you had easily over 30 points, and now you're training, getting ready for your final year of basketball. Do you ever reflect like all the work you put into how far you've gotten?
Once you're doing what you love, it's not even work, really. It's art, and I don't really consider myself like an athlete. I know like I'm athletic and everything. I can like be athletic, but it's not really like a sport to me. It's like an art. Like when you're out there, it's almost like a dance. It's a rhythm, So it's not really working out. It's almost like painting,
So you're training for your senior year, which, I mean, this year hasn't even started yet for the team, but you're already waking up 5:45, 6 a.m., hitting the gym, putting in the work, and next year it's going to be your final year in college. What are you hoping to accomplish in that final season?
What am I hoping to accomplish?
Yes.
Like what do you mean, like goals? Or you mean
like for yourself? I know that you want the team to succeed.
Of course.
But are you hoping to go out and try to put up 30 a game? Are you hoping that your final season will lead you to an overseas or pro contract?
I don't know where it will lead. I'm not focusing on that.
Mm-hmm.
But like next year, I don't know how much I want to average. I said like 50 or 60. And like I know y'all can't see it, but like I can see it because like it makes sense in my mind. That's the goal, And once you have a goal that's like a good goal, I think it's a start, to making things for progress, And that's all life is, right? Progress.
There you go.
Moving somewhere.
There you go. Are you hoping after college that you can, take your talents and actually play pro ball?
Of course. I would love to play pro basketball. I heard it changes though. I heard money changes things, and that's when it becomes like a job and everything. And once it becomes too jobby, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna not play pro anymore because they're not gonna ruin. Excuse me. They're not gonna ruin my art. This is what I do.
So once basketball ends, whether you play pro or whether you decide to go a different route, what else are you interested in that you can see yourself doing later in your life?
I want to be a business owner.
Business owner.
I don't know what it is I want. I was thinking of I wanted to open up a bank, but that's just an idea right now. I have a couple ideas and everything. But I do want to be a business owner because that'd be nice,
Yeah. Never hurts. So how do you think the journey you went through after high school to where you are now, how did that shape you into the person you are today? Because I've met a lot of guys who wouldn't put nearly as half much effort in to going after what they want as you did, and going on Greyhounds for days and a half, loading up in cars, driving from Detroit or Michigan to Georgia, and that ain't a close drive. That's a far drive. Going to Orlando for showcases. Just willing to put in all of that to get a scholarship. How has all of that shaped you to who you are today?
How has it shaped me? I think honestly, I've been this for a long time. I think it's shaped me and it's taught me things, taught me a lot of things about the world and taught me a lot of things about myself, but I think that I've always been this. I've always been, if I want something, it's not too far out of reach. I can go get it if I want it. You just got to do what it takes. Honestly, those stories don't seem like that miraculous sometimes because it doesn't seem like a super special story because when you're in that world and when you're surround yourself by the same type of people, you all have those type of stories. Everybody has. Like I told you, one of my dudes was sleeping on the floor for this dream. And my other one traveled 5 days on a slow moving Greyhound to Georgia. Like the Greyhound, I wasn't the only one on that Greyhound. It was a lot of people do a lot of things for what they want. So I understand. I get it. This is what you want to do, and as long as you're willing to do what it takes, the dream will manifest in some shape or another, you know. But don't miss now because you're chasing something up there, and that's what I'm learning here. Is I can't miss what's going on right now because I want something in the future, you know.
Stay in the moment.
You know? Yeah.
Well, everybody, this has been Qawi Rucker's story. I appreciate you having on the show for me, my man.
How do you know?
And hope you please follow and subscribe to my YouTube page to enjoy more athlete stories at Earlham College and all over. Appreciate you tuning in, and everybody have a great day.